Okay.
Hello, hello. Hello. 1, 2.
We back.
Yes,
We back.
we made it.
You're talking into the right side.
I am. I is. Feels good, man. I feel rejuvenated.
I know it's. You got. We thought you were sick, and then you actually got sick.
Dude, I was like hardcore sick, man. I was not expecting mono. I'm just glad I got it now.
Well, no. At first, you thought it was COVID.
Yeah, I did think it was COVID, and so I started quarantining, and
We had to skip an episode, and then you actually got mono.
yeah, no, and that was pretty hard. The thing was, like, I felt like shit, and like I felt my throat fucking start to seize up and all that. And I'm like, okay, this is it. I got the COVID, game over, bro. And no, and then like sure enough, went to a doctor. And like when I was in the fucking place, I accidentally coughed on like one of the fucking nurses' faces. and they were touching my tonsils.
Were you not wearing a? Yeah, I was about to say.
Well, no, because
you can't wear a mask when
they had to
you're
look
fucking
inside
with
it.
your
They had to look
tonsils.
inside my mouth. They had to look because my tonsils were swollen, a motherfucker. Like the doctor's dead ass said, he said like, yeah, your tonsils are like touching. No, but I'm good now. I got over that shit. I beat that shit. Got that young immune system working for me.
You defeated it.
Yeah, but fuck mono.
You have defeated the sick.
I didn't get enough water.
You know, we were having such a good conversation downstairs, and I said, do you want to do a podcast? Now I can't think of anything to talk about.
Don't worry about it. You got that microphone performance anxiety.
I don't know. It's just been a while.
You just get up there. Don't worry about
It's
it.
it's also noon 30.
Indeed.
Fairly early for recording an episode.
That's how long you been up today?
Today?
Yeah.
I got up at like 10.
All right, nice. That's good. For COVID hours, I think that's a good morning.
Yeah. Yeah, it's earlier than I usually wake up.
That ain't good. That ain't good, man. You gotta try to get on that. How many hours of sleep you usually get a night?
I would say between like 7 to 12.
Okay, that's okay. That's good. That's a healthy sleep amount. Any more, you start having skin problems. You get mental problems.
I think I sleep too much sometimes.
Dude, this fucking last 2 weeks, I was sleeping like 15 hours a day, man. I was off my shit. Like I'd get up and literally waking up would take energy out of me, so I'd fucking go back to bed.
That's how I feel in the morning sometimes. Then I just end up sleeping until like noon. Or just laying in bed until noon. But if I do that, then I usually don't take a nap that day. Like I never will if I sleep in that late.
I go back and forth on naps because like naps can be really good for you, but they can also fuck you up because if you take too big a one, then you don't sleep at all at night and then you're just fucked.
Yeah, that's why you just gotta sleep in.
Like,
one big sleep, not a medium sleep and then a small sleep.
No half measures.
I don't know what you mean.
No half. That's a half measure. You know what I mean? You're doing all these tiny. It's like
when I sleep, I sleep.
I did get caught up on Better Call Saul while I was down for the count. So that was cool.
Are they on season 4 or 5?
I don't fucking. I watched season 4.
Oh yeah, just on Netflix.
The problem is like I like that show, but it's like I really like. I'll watch it because I want to see the first episode of the season where they show Saul after Breaking Bad. You know what I mean? Where he's like on the run and he's like he works at a fucking Cinnabon.
Oh yeah,
the foreshadows.
I was watching
like,
that. Oh whoops.
But the problem is 4 seasons, so we've only gotten 4 of those, and they haven't really shown us anything.
Is there only 4?
There's 4 seasons on Netflix.
I meant like flash forwards to when he's
because it's the first episode. It's the first episode of every season.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, it's like it's like the first scene.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay. Yeah,
it's in black and white.
I watched the first episode of I think it was season 3, and it's like he's just working there, and then he goes on his break. And then he sees that kid like stealing like the DVD in the mall, and he hides the photo.
Yeah,
booth.
and then he snitches on him because he's afraid of like the cops.
Yeah, but then he's walking away, and then he's yelling at him. He's like, "Get a lawyer! Say nothing! Do you hear me? Get a lawyer! Say nothing!"
That's a great scene.
And then the cop's like, "Dick."
That's a great scene.
It's just so sad though, because that's.
I don't know.
That's
man,
his former clientele. That exact kind of person right there.
I don't know, man.
He knows how to save them, but he can't.
Yeah, true. That is kind of like that is some real torment. And that's why I like those flash forwards. I kind of like those better than every other scene. Like I like that it's a, I like that it's like, you know, I like a good prequel, but I just don't feel like, I feel like the show's good, but every subplot, all the subplots outside of Saul's storyline is literally just like build up for the plot of Breaking Bad. You know, it's like
Yeah.
lore. It's the lore behind the Gus and
Mike.
the Mexicans.
Yeah.
Which is cool. I like it, but like, you know, it's like
Dude.
you already know what's gonna happen. So like,
That is true.
Like, you know, the drug place is gonna get built. You know that Gus is gonna fucking die. He's not really gonna get his full revenge. And then which kind of makes Gus. Gus was always my favorite character on Breaking Bad.
Mike. Mike is the
Mike is
best
great.
character.
Mike
man.
is great.
I love the I don't know. I just love seeing Mike like playing with his granddaughter, and then in the next scene he's just fucking shooting someone in the head.
He's doing some fucked up
Like
shit.
I don't know. I feel like Mike is a
Sociopath.
No, he's not. He's not a sociopath, but he's really good at leaving the work at work.
That is, I feel like,
Whereas
when your work
Walt
killing
doesn't
people.
like he can't, like, he thinks he's doing good, but he's not.
Stay out of my territory. To some fucking punks at the Home Depot.
That kind of is just the whole plot of Better Call Saul, though, when it's not focused on Saul.
Yeah, like, and aside from that, I think the plot of Saul is very fascinating because, like,
Yeah.
it's a great character study. Like, and
But Breaking Bad was popular enough to where they could have just made.
oh yeah,
like,
they could make
they
a show.
they would have given Vince Gilligan any sort of spin-off of that show.
They can make a show about fucking anybody. They could have given Bill Burr a whole fucking show. You know what I mean? For his like character that's in 2 scenes.
Nah,
So-
he's in the 5th season a decent amount.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh fuck.
Or
Yeah.
of Breaking Bad.
Okay,
I
yeah,
meant.
I know he's. I know. Yeah, I don't know. Man, I watched his. I've been watching more of his like old specials lately. I've been watching a lot of him, a lot of Louis, all them ginger comics.
All the redheads.
I gotta get into Andrew Santino too. Might as well. But
I don't know any other red-haired comics.
I don't fucking know. But like, I think the thing I appreciate about Burr the most is just like that the dude, like, he's literally just he channels his rage into the most concise comedy. Like like it's almost like it like relaxes him. Like, you know, that's his therapy. Like,
Yeah. Yeah. I've been listening to a lot of clips of his podcast, specifically when it's him and his wife.
yeah, they got a great dynamic on there.
His wife is like just as angry as
she takes no
he
shit
is.
from him, bro. She takes oh my good god. Yeah, like I definitely enjoy that, but
Have you seen the clip of Bill Burr when he's like just fucking roasting Philadelphia?
yeah, dude, the classic, the classic. Fuck the Liberty Bell. He's like, he just says,
He's like, I hope the Sixers lose.
yeah, dude, I hope the
fucking
Eagles lose. Like, and, oh my god, and like, honestly, man, I don't blame him, man. Philadelphia is a fucking hive, bro. Like,
Weren't they were like booing him for no reason, right?
Or
dude, like, what
that's
happened?
just how an average Philadelphia crowd probably is, man. They're all probably either just like fucking drunk or pissed off, and they're just like, they're just gonna be mad.
Who's this fucking clown from Boston?
Yeah, dude, fuck yeah, like, fuck him. But the fact that he did that for like 10 minutes or something like that. Like, dude, imagine you're in front of like 500 people that are just furious at you and are vocalizing that to you, and you stand up there for 10 minutes and talk. I couldn't do that shit.
No,
That'd be
yeah,
fucked up.
it's definitely a skill.
It's probably, and honestly, man, Burr is probably perfect for him. Burr probably did good. He probably fed off of it, man. Like, that's like that is a dude who just like that is a dude who's just constantly like existing in a state of incense. And
I don't get why he's so angry.
have you seen his cartoon?
No, I haven't actually.
It's about his childhood, and like, I know it's probably not entirely accurate, but like,
I'll have to watch that, get a better idea of where he's
I don't know,
coming
just
from.
like people. He's from that unique kind of like breed of baby boomers who like grew up with dads who went to fucking World War II or Korea, like, just
Oh,
yeah, like that's all you really gotta know. And then grew up in the fucking 60s and 70s, which was like the decline of expectations of 50s American values. Just I don't know. It's like very very it's you know nature
That is kind of
nature
interesting.
and nurture, bro. Uh, but also he just is what he is. You know what I mean? You can't
I feel like people who
you can try to dissect
yeah.
what makes everybody tick, but it's gonna be a fucking lot of things.
Now that is interesting though, like the decline of values. Because
Or quotation marks values.
well,
Because
well, no, I know what you mean. Because I think like people who get married and start a family in their 20s, they're kind of still living in that world,
maybe maybe a little bit.
and then the rest of us are in reality.
The fucking Mormons and shit like that. You know what I mean? Like,
I mean, not even just the Mormons.
no, I guess just people that like they're just like trying to live a good life, get that picket fence lifestyle, and just,
Honestly,
like,
honestly, Mormons I have probably like the least problems with.
out of all like what do you mean out of all
I
like
mean,
religious
okay,
religious peoples?
not as like an organization, but like people who are really Mormon, like they're usually pretty nice.
Yeah, they're usually very nice.
Yeah, they're not
too nice.
They're
That's
not,
why I'm suspicious.
They're not overbearing.
I'm still suspicious, man. I'm fucking too nice. I don't want to get into. We've talked about Mormons on an older one.
Have
I
we?
told you. Yeah, I told you about the magic underwear and all that shit.
Oh,
like,
yeah.
like why I think they got mind control powers and like secretly they want to fucking kill everybody.
What? I haven't heard any of this.
Nah, dude. Well, I don't want to talk about Mormons right now. Almost knocked over that bitch ass table.
Bitch ass table.
I'm trying to think about
I've
like
been using that phrase a lot.
the thing is I've been trying to think about like what I gathered from like just sitting on my ass for 2 weeks and just pain.
Bitch ass.
I like to think I kind of like.
Do you think you've gained any sort of clarity?
Yeah, a little bit, but also like I've learned a little bit about how to have mental fortitude through pain, and I've also kind of learned a little bit. I've learned a little bit more about like try to enhance my meditation techniques, because like I've always whenever I meditate I usually breathe in through my nose and out through my mouth. But since my tonsils would fucking hurt like a motherfucker, I'm working more on breathing in through my nose, which kind of like relaxes me more. I think there's something to be said about breathing in through your nose. For one thing, you get less dehydrated when you do it.
How so?
It's just you're just taking in less respiration, less air. You know, it's smaller amounts of air, and
Yeah.
and you're not opening
I
and
guess.
you're not drying out your mouth, so you get dehydrated less. Like if you're ever in the desert, like breathe through your fucking nose, save your water.
Interesting.
But
Yeah, that wouldn't dry out your mouth. That makes sense. I'm gonna
but
take a sip from my Yeti cup.
yeah, if I say drink that water, dog. Yeah, I definitely learned. I definitely come more. I'm already big on hydrating, but I stayed very hydrated. I drank a lot of hot water and tea, and like and ate a lot of lozenges. Like I probably ate like a whole bag of Luden's cough drops.
Oh yeah.
And like but the thing was like I was just like so fucking in pain that I just couldn't fucking focus on. Like I was just being a little bitch, and I couldn't focus on anything else. Like I went through all of Better Call Saul, but I honestly don't remember too much from the whole season. I really don't. I think they were building the drug lab, and I know Chuck died. Spoiler alert. But I didn't like I told myself I was gonna watch a movie every night, and I didn't. Every night I just look through all the movies on Netflix and Amazon and be like, wow, I really don't have any desire to watch any of this, and then fall asleep. And
I rewatched Jurassic Park recently.
that's a good movie.
It's a fucking classic, man.
Yeah, that is a
there's
good
so
movie.
there's so many iconic elements about it, like scenes and then lines
and
and
the special
music.
effects.
Yeah, the special
the
the special
puppets.
effects hold up really well.
Yeah.
Like I could kind of tell when some of them were puppets, but like it was
even then they're
it was
impressive.
effective.
It's very
Oh
impressive.
yeah,
puppetry.
absolutely.
And yeah,
Fucking Newman's the villain.
dude. Yeah, I think the acting is is also pretty underrated in that movie. Like people always are quick to point out like it's all about the dinosaurs, but the acting's like I think it's one of Jeff Goldblum's best movies.
He doesn't say twice when he says life finds a way. A lot of people
Life finds a way.
Yeah, just one I think a lot of people
finds a way.
finds a way. It's just
No,
finds a way.
No, let me drop this water on your arm here. See, it's the world is chaotic. So it goes one way. I'm trying to have sex with you. Yes.
Yeah, that seems kind of cringy.
I can't do a Goldblum.
I don't know. I think that movie, like, just the entire concept of it is really interesting because it's just like, all right, what if we could create dinosaurs? there would be some sort of
Yeah,
rich.
capitalism.
Yeah,
bro.
no, exactly.
You get some.
because
You get
yeah,
some
like
fucking. You get
yeah.
some like Richard Branson ass fucking
because
dude.
they're going on the tour. It's Jeff Goldblum, the two other lesser known people who are supposed to be
the paleontologist. I think Laura Dern was a pretty. She has some star power going.
Well, it's the
into
first
that
time
one.
I've ever heard her name. But
We should watch Blue Velvet. I think that's her best movie.
But yeah, it's supposed to be like the three like scientists, and then
Yeah.
and then like the rich dude, and then the rich dude's lawyer, and
then-
they're
the
going through
kids. Also Samuel L. Jackson underrated.
yeah, but like
hold
when
on to your butts.
but like when they're going through the tour, because he wants to like get a vote on if they should do it, and like they've already started setting it up. All the scientists are like, this is like a horrible idea. People are gonna fucking die.
Yeah.
And then they're like, no, we're gonna make a bunch of money. It's gonna be great.
Yeah.
And then the whole like the
And then there's immediately get proven. Like it's like
Yeah.
immediately shit starts going to fuck.
well the reason that happens is because they say there's no unauthorized breeding, but then when they use some of the frog DNA, they say that frogs
it turns
in a
into,
single sex habitat will
turn
change
into women.
sex. Yeah,
Which is true, and that's pretty fucking cool.
yeah, exactly.
That's fucking. That shows how crazy like this, just how strong the need to survive. Like,
Life found a way.
Yeah, exactly. And I fuck with that. You should if you ever get a chance to, man, read the book, because
I didn't know it was a book.
yeah, man, Michael Crichton wrote it. Which honestly, like, it's
Is
like
there music in the book?
I wish.
I don't know, man.
It's exciting, man. It's like in terms of like I read it when I was like in the 8th grade, and I remember liking it a lot because like it really does go into like, you know, the idea of like, you know, chaos theory and genetic engineering, because like, you know, genetic engineering is going to be like, that's a really important thing that everybody's just kind of sleeping on. Like, dude, we cloned that sheep in 1991. And dude, it's 2020, and we just haven't talked about that shit in like that long. What the fuck? Like, you know what I mean?
Do you think there's human tissue farms?
Oh fuck yeah, dude, we got stem cells. You know
All
what
right,
I mean?
yeah,
We got people
I
growing
also
fucking
believe in
ears
that.
on mice. But the thing is, I bet you a lot of it's under wraps. Like, you know.
Oh,
we
yeah.
got, like, and that's
This
what's
is
fucking
like
scaring me.
like Hillary Clinton, Donald Trump, Illuminati shit.
But the
this is
book.
Pizzagate level.
But the
classified.
book, while also being a very, very entertaining, like kind of action thriller, kind of coffee table book, it really does do a good job of like clarifying some scientific and mathematical and probability concepts, which I'm a fucking dummy. I don't know nothing about math or science, but my fucking caveman brain really enjoyed Jurassic Park at the ripe age of 14. But
I don't even know what I was reading when I was 14.
I was mostly just reading a lot of comic books. Like, you know, I read Jurassic Park because it was like
That's what.
it was like the one book in my school's library I could find. I read that. I read Ender's Game.
What grade are you in when you're 14? You're like a freshman, right?
Yeah, 8th grade, freshman year.
I don't remember what I was reading then.
The
That may have been to the point where I was like, I'm gonna read the news during SSR in school.
That's smart. At least you were reading the news. Fuck, at least you were reading something. Like, most people I know didn't read shit, man. My most vivid memory of my my 9th grade year in school, because the thing was, I'd spend every morning in the library, and I remember, like, you know, Lil Wayne had just come out with Carter 4, and like everybody was listening to that, and I remember like I was like, I watched this pregnant chick in my grade like playing 6 foot 7 foot on her phone in the fucking around all these people, and she just started grinding on dudes like just fucking about like 6 foot 7 foot 8 foot like and she's just getting down. She's like full ass like 7 months pregnant, bro. This fucking like that stuck in my mind. And then like a teacher came in and like shut it down, like shut it all down. She's like, stop doing that. Like, no, you're go to the fucking principal.
As they should, yeah.
I don't know, man. She was just having fun. Nobody was fighting.
Huh?
Like nobody was fighting or nothing like that. You know,
you can't be grinding on people.
I just like
I mean, like, if you're a teacher, if you're a teacher, it's your job to shut that down.
Oh my god!
Not
This
fucking,
don't want us to
not
have
fucking
fun.
school. She already has a baby.
Oh my god! Exactly. So just let her have fun. They're not gonna fucking. She's already making her life choices. You know what I mean? Like, what the fuck are they gonna do?
Oh man.
Yeah. So that's what I remember from 14. But I was also just like I was like, I didn't pay too much attention. I didn't socialize really that much at that point in my school. I was I just kind of like, I just chilled out. I read a lot, and like I kicked it. But I really, that was real. I guess that was kind of when I started take reading a little more seriously. I don't know. What's
Mm.
your favorite book, man?
My favorite book?
What's your favorite book?
Fuck. Well, I think what like as far as things like
Bible.
I've read like recently, the Bible. No, I haven't read the Bible. I liked Animal Farm.
That's a great book.
Animal Farm was a great book. It was
Great
a quick.
book.
It was a quick read.
Yeah, it is. It's real quick. It's real good. It's got timeless themes.
Oh yeah,
You know,
absolutely.
It's a good template if you don't like know the full logistics of the Russian Revolution.
Yeah, I think it's well, yeah, I read it in like 2018, I don't know, like 2 or 3 years ago, but
At least
still,
it's probably better to read it with a fresh adult eyes than like read it in high school like the rest of us had to.
yeah, that's kind of how like my relationships with books was when I was in high school. I was like, oh, like reading is something you have to do for school. School's fucking gay. Like I don't want to do
reverse
this.
psychology shit going against you, man.
Yeah, and like honestly, I'm upset about it because if I would have had like one teacher just explain to me like, no, like just you just gotta fucking do it. But
Yeah,
they're all like that's something that I really worry about with a lot of teachers, especially people like our age that we've seen
Are
go
gonna become
through.
teachers.
Yeah, it's like how fast do you think they're gonna burn out, and then they're just gonna be going through the motions.
Yeah, and just being
and
shitty
how many
teachers.
kids' educations
Dude,
are gonna
so
be
many,
ruined
So many, bro.
just
so
by
many.
stupid, incompetent people who
just
really have no
managed-
business teaching
yeah,
anyone
who just
anything.
managed to stay in school long enough to fucking stay in
Their
school
parents
forever.
had just enough money
Yeah, to keep them in
afford
school long
that
enough.
extra 2 years.
Maybe I don't know. Man. I don't like
I don't
thinking
even-
about it.
Yeah, I don't like to think. Okay, so I'm gonna say a name here, and we're at 6:56. So you remember
Oh fuck yeah!
he's fucking teaching at in Liberty Public School districts now.
Good God.
Yeah,
like
man.
Full blown teaching or just like substitute teaching.
I don't know what he's doing, but like I saw that, I'm like, oh god, like what's gonna happen?
He's probably substitute teaching if like because I can't imagine the dude got through a whole fucking 6 or 7 years or however long. What's he teaching?
I don't fucking know. I remember he was studying Spanish. I think.
Espanol.
I don't know, but
I'll give man. I'll give him the benefit of the doubt. Maybe kids will really like him. You know what I mean?
I don't know. That guy's just a fucking pud.
Like
Still.
I don't know, man. Some of the best teachers I've ever had have been people that I bet like were fucking knobs at some point in their lives. Like all of my all the best teachers
do good.
all the best
but
all the
still.
best teachers I ever had in high school, they all just got dicked over by the administration or got fired.
Oh really?
Like yeah, man, and all the fucking uninspired cacks like are just still around. Like okay, my ecology teacher, he was one of the coolest dudes I ever fucking met. He was just a genuinely good dude. He worked for the conservation department for a long time, so he knew his shit about nature. He was a genuine, honest to God naturalist. Like every other class period, he'd have us walk around outside. He'd take us on a hike, and we'd just walk around outside. And he'd point out bugs.
That's tight.
We had for one project, we had to collect bugs, and that shit changed my whole perspective on just like the life that's going on around everywhere. Like that class, that ecology class is the closest thing to a fucking philosophy class I ever had in high school. And like
That sounds nice.
I just learned, and everybody hated it. Everybody hated that class because they actually had to do stuff. Because they actually had to do stuff, and because he was a hard grader. Like we had to learn every native North American bird, and name them off.
And everyone hated it.
Yeah, I was shit. You know, everybody hated it. I was even talking to people
God.
today, and they're still like, "Oh, I fucking hated that class." And
You know what the state bird of Missouri is?
bluebird,
Eastern bluebird.
very fair, very true, beautiful bird.
That was a quick answer though.
Nice comment.
You know your shit.
I love birds, man.
We were talking about that in the last episode because I googled that like the day before we recorded it.
Word.
The state bird of Iowa is the goldfinch. Which is
Goldfinch.
where I was born.
Another great bird.
What's the state bird of Kansas?
Meadowlark, eastern meadowlark.
What does that look like?
It's a very beautiful bird. One time, my family's dog, like jumped out of the air and fucking ate one. it was fucking lit.
Did you film it?
No, fuck no. I'll never forget it though. It was crazy. It is. And they're like pretty decent sized bird.
Oh
like,
wow,
pretty decent sized lark.
this is a cool looking
Yeah,
bird.
they got some yellow on them. They're pretty cool bird. But
Oh wow, they got like Wow.
But I wouldn't know all this stuff about birds if it weren't for T. Miller, my ecology teacher. And like one time he'd do this every year. He'd gut a deer in front of the class. Like he'd move all the desks to the side of the room.
Oh, like inside?
Yeah, and he'd have it strung up like from the roof. And
A
he would,
live
like,
deer?
No, it's dead. It's dead. It's
Okay.
dead ass, man. He'd have it cut open. He'd show us all the guts. He'd show us how it worked. It was cool, man. You see how the inside of a fucking animal works. Yeah. And
I thought you meant like he would like kill a deer in front of everyone.
dude, I wish he would bring in animals that would kill. Like one time he brought in a snapping turtle. And he was just holding it up by its tail. He was just like, "Oh, this here's a snapping turtle," and then he dropped it into his fish tank, and it started fucking eating the fish. So that was pretty lit. Like that was the coolest class I ever took. Like, and
really
that
cool.
dude worked at our school for 35 years. He worked there for 35 years. You know, he loved the job. He loved kids. And you know how his fucking career ended at Kearney?
What happened?
He agreed to be in a teacher versus students dodgeball game at one of our assemblies, and he slipped and hit his fucking head and split his head open. And there's blood and shit, and they carted him off, and that was it for him. He lost his sense of smell, and like it was done. And after it was
Oh
fucking
my
and the fucked
God.
up thing is after they dragged him off, like we were all watching this. After they dragged him off, they started up the game again. They finished the fucking dodgeball game. Blood on the fucking
someone
court.
dies in an assembly, everyone goes home immediately.
Yeah, dude. Yeah, dude.
You can call the fucking
you call
parents,
that
get
what
the
it is.
buses over the. Oh my God.
Yeah, so that was, and that was my last year. The
Wow.
crazy thing is, and I sort of got, I believe in signs, and like for me, that was my
Carney's
last.
on some shit.
That was my last year in high school, and that was just a sign. Like that was like, you know, because that was someone I learned more from than any fucking person ever could have taught me, and then that's how I see it fucking. And then I watch like just I watched the last bit of fucking.
Did he die?
No, fuck no, he didn't
okay.
die.
So
But he
that's
might.
good.
But his career was over, and he lost his sense of smell. Like
That's weird.
It's
That's a weird
fucking-
thing to lose. Just the
It's
sense of,
fucking-
like he can still like see and.
that's how crazy the brain
Here.
is, man. It's like you hit a fucking nerve, and then you might lose your right leg. You know, you never know.
That's wild.
Yeah, so that's
The
that's
human
my story.
body.
That's my story. I'm done talking about high school. I don't fucking care about no books or anything like that and nothing like that. One time, and he had a bunch of books that he would sometimes check out to kids. And one time, my bud wanted to check out one of his books on Saint Thomas Aquinas, and Miller said he's such a fucking goody. He was such a goody two shoes Catholic. He said, well, if you want to check out this book, you gotta have your parents sign a permission slip. It might challenge your faith. Like that's literally what he said to this kid. If you want to check out this old like theological text, you gotta get your parents to sign because it might make you challenge your faith.
Did you have Hank Hill as a teacher?
Basically, man. That's the great thing. He was a biology teacher, but he'd wear a Jesus piece like every fucking day. Yeah, no. So that's.
Did he teach you guys creationism?
No, fuck no. He taught us evolution.
All right.
He wasn't like you like I. He was a perfect example of someone who just understood how it worked and did not let his personal values or his personal ideologies interfere with his scientific teaching.
All right, yeah, so that's good.
That's something a lot of people.
Balance
That's something a lot of people got to fucking learn from.
that's the kind of scientists I like.
Shit. Yeah, people got to learn from in this shit. You know what I mean? You can believe in something, but still fucking teach kids about about science, about nature, about evolution.
I remember in my 9th grade honors bio class, we had a unit on evolution, and I was like really curious if like any like super religious kids were gonna like fucking pipe up. And
Dude, I wish.
all this is wrong. Jesus created everybody.
I wish somebody would have done that. That would have been so entertaining.
No, it didn't happen though. And I had a super tiny, soft-spoken, mousy teacher.
Okay.
So I was really worried as to how she would like handle that.
Like,
if someone just started popping off about God and how evolution is wrong and all that.
If you had like a commanding enough voice, you could have just like fucking fucked everybody up.
Nah, she was really soft spoken. She was cool though. I liked her a lot.
That's good. You see, it's like I had good teachers in high school. But,
I did too, man. I'm
but-
really
but-
glad I
but-
went through Liberty Public
yeah,
Schools.
but
Honestly,
public education, and also like I'm going with your public education just because I saw shit like the pregnant shit grind. Like I saw some real life. I saw that's real life. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like kind of like how on my way into your place today, I saw that chick.
Oh yeah. You saw that woman thrown up on the road.
Yeah, hands on her knees, just heaving.
That's some real life. Real life.
When was the last time you puked? When was the last time you
Last time
hurled,
I puked?
Yeah, you hurled chunks.
Oh fuck, man, I don't even remember.
Yeah, it's been a minute. It's been a minute for me too. I think stuff like that's important to remember.
Probably the last time I drank.
Oof.
Or did I throw up in New Orleans? I don't think I did.
That's good. It's been a while.
It's been a while.
It's been a while for me too. I think I threw up. I think I threw up the last time I ate at Applebee's, bro. I throw up every time after I eat Applebee's, like bar none.
I haven't been eating out a whole lot. I did go to Taco Bell a couple weeks ago, and so I was getting 2 quesadillas and then two other burritos.
Gold standard, brother, quesarito.
And they charged me for all of them, and like they're doing like they put the sticker on the bag now because it makes it safer for some reason.
That's so that way the Postmates dudes don't fucking reach in and steal your fries.
Well, you see, all that really does is it sort of adds an extra step where you should really check in the bag to make sure they have everything before you leave, because they forgot one of my quesadillas.
Oof.
And I called the store after that and I asked them for a refund, and they're like, "We can't do that." And I'm like, "The fuck you mean you can't do that?" Like I didn't like flip out on them, but they're like, "Yeah, we can't really do." I didn't ask to talk to a manager. I probably should have.
Yeah, but I would talk to the manager.
They told me
they're not gonna give a shit. They'll give you like a free pass or something.
They told me if I go back there and mention the name Marcello,
okay,
they'll give me one. I haven't been there yet.
That's an Italian name, man.
I don't know. Maybe there's some dude that works there.
That's the name of the guy from La Dolce Vita. Marcello.
I don't know. A quesarito's like the fucking most expensive thing on the menu too, and like they forgot one.
Especially if you get the steak. That's like.
Nah, I didn't get a steak one.
I think what one did you get? Beef, chicken.
Yeah, the beef's the cheapest one. The chicken there is really expensive, but it's all just fucking dog food.
I always get steak. Like when I go to Taco Bell, I at least get the best of the dog food. I at least get I at least get the Purina Gold.
The fancy feast.
Yeah, dude. I at least get the, I'm
just eating cat shit out of litter box.
I think I might have thinking I almost threw up at the beginning of the mono because I ate some bad bacon, but
that's a fun alliteration.
Yeah, but I honestly last time I threw up was like definitely like over 7 months ago, and it was because I ate Applebee's, and then I watched Requiem for a Dream. Like it's just heroin grosses me out. And seeing people in states of despair grosses like makes me upset. So just watching that movie and like having that fucking like just greasy ass burger in my system, and I was like probably like a little undercooked because I want that shit I want that shit rare, and yeah man, I just watched all that shit, the heroin shot, those fucking blue chunks.
The only scene I can think of where it really romanticizes heroin is in Pulp Fiction.
Yeah, dude.
I remember I was talking to Dom once, and he told me he's like, if there was ever a song to convince me to do heroin,
it's that one. Yeah.
It's well put.
Yeah, dude. The sax solo, that's lit. And also just the scene of him driving like down the road. He's just vibing.
Dude, no, I really like that scene because it looked like you can tell it's fake as fuck.
Yeah, but still,
like it just adds into the whole like Pulp Fiction noir.
Yeah, man. Watch Requiem for a Dream because it's got like similar shots, but of that, but it
doesn't make it look cool.
Oh boy, it's nauseating, bro. It's that's how you know.
Ambient surfer rock playing in the back.
No, dude, it's just depressing. Like the Kronos Quartet, which is like one of the scariest fucking like musical groups ever, made the score, and like it's nauseating, bro. Like that's a good movie. I'd recommend that one. That's a good movie. Also, Aronofsky's first movie, Pi. That's another really nauseating movie. Great movie about math.
P.I. or P.I.E.?
It's technically the movie is just like the symbol, like the P.I. symbol.
Okay, so
like
P.I.
Yeah.
So 3.14.
Yeah, all that stuff.
How many units of pi can you recite?
None. 3.14. Dude, I don't fucking like them. I don't like math. I don't like numbers. Like I'm not a big mathematics.
You don't like
guy.
numbers. You're a musician.
Yeah, I don't think of music in terms of numbers. I think of music in terms of
I've been doing that a lot more
terms of
lately.
soul, bro.
It makes a lot
I don't
more. It makes a
know.
lot more sense with drums to be mathematical
Yeah,
about it.
that is fair because you
Like
gotta keep a
I
beat.
I've been writing out a lot of things that like I'll have like an idea of, but then I'll try to play it and
Word.
it just kind of like
Word.
doesn't come out right.
Dude, I'm gonna take off. I gotta go pee pee and
Oh.
get some more water real quick.
All right.
Give me like 2 seconds.
Short break. Now we're back.
Okay, we're back. Cool.
We're back.
That was a well-deserved break.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. Good.
What color's your pee?
Man, it's clear, man. I'm drinking a lot of water.
Hell yeah. Stay hydrated.
Crystal clear. Mine browns like at the beginning of the mono, man. My shit was orange. It's fucking code red, bro. It was bad.
I can usually tell when I'm dehydrated before I have to go to the bathroom.
Yeah, no, it's so
Is it just
could
like
feel
like if you're
yeah,
dehydrated enough, you're just gonna get a headache.
yeah, man, you feel that shit. You feel it. I want to like enter into a speed running contest.
For water drinking.
No, for masturbating. Like
Oh God, I wonder what that world record is.
fastest bust.
How am I gonna Google this?
Just fastest male ejaculation time, man. They can't do it for women because you really can't tell. Like they can fucking just lie, just be like, it's like.
Been seeing a lot of Ben Shapiro memes about how his wife's like, no, it's supposed to be dry.
I haven't even watched that. Him talk about wet ass pussy, but I know exactly what kind of shit he's gonna be talking. He's totally gonna say some shit like, oh well, this is not gonna be empowering towards women. This is the opposite. And quite frankly, pussy should not be wet. Like that's not healthy. That is a gastrointestinal problem.
I googled fastest male ejaculation,
bullshit.
and I got on in 2013 Ikachai in Lakansa Tiranarit from Thailand made out for 58 hours and 35 minutes and 58 seconds.
Whoa! So that's the longest. That's the longest.
No, they were just kissing each other.
That's the longest makeout session.
Yeah.
58 hours.
58 hours, 35 minutes, 58 seconds.
Ugh.
Top 10
That does not
male
sound fun.
records of sex.
That does not sound fun.
Who's got the longest penis? Who ejaculates the farthest?
Oh my, the farthest? What's the farthest? How far can some guy
Oh my God.
enter that contest, man?
Okay,
you have to like hold up your nut for like 3 weeks or something like that. Or
hang on. All right, cool. So we're still recording. This is an article of 10 male records of sex, and
exactly what
it's not gonna just be me reading it the whole time.
Exactly what I expect this to look like. Wait.
Most sexual partners in a single day.
Okay, less than 10 seconds.
For the fastest.
6%. Okay, wait. This doesn't really list the records. Okay, wait. The fastest ejaculation speed
the
is
average,
28 miles an hour.
That's the average.
Okay, farthest. Here's the farthest. 18 feet. This dude blew a load that went 18 feet. I bet I could beat that.
Most orgasms per hour.
Oh God. 16 times. Oh fuck that.
Plus cum.
Fuck yeah, because at one point you're gonna stop actually
that you're gonna run out of boys.
Oh my God, that's all that stuff sounds just painful. Fuck that.
Yeah,
shit.
man.
Fuck that. I'm
Another good
no.
Zach Brannigan quote: "The spirit is willing, but the flesh is spongy and bruised." Or no, we were talking about Calculon earlier.
I can kill anyone. I'm a celebrity. Oh fuck me. No. I figure enter a speedrunning contest. You know what I mean? Like one of those ones with all the fucking spurgs that's usually at like a Best Western lobby.
Wait, a speed run for what?
You ever seen like those speedrun contests where like
for a game or just like a foot race?
Well, like I'm entering it for a game. Like you know what I mean? Like a video game speedrunning contest.
Yeah, but like what game?
Well, that's the thing. I say I'll be on there for like fucking Mario Kart or something, but then like it's just on the screen, it's just porn, and I just like jerk off really fast. I'm like, all right, everybody, 3, 2, 1. Just drop my pants, start like look everybody in the fucking crowd in the eyes, and then like right when I come, be like, okay, stop the clock. What do we get? I fucking hate I hate those fucking speedrun shits, man. I can't watch enough of them. Like I swear to God.
Wait, you hate them, but you love them.
I hate them, but I can't watch them because it's such a waste of time.
I feel
that people like dedicate their fucking whole lives to making a career out of like getting the fastest time on Super Mario Sunshine.
I mean, if you really want to think about it, like, and you really want to break it down, like anything that's not getting food, water, or shelter is a giant waste of time.
That's the thing, though. Some of these people like actually do make money doing that shit, which is fucking crazy. But like,
it's crazy how you can there's so many things where you can either like there's absolutely no money in it, or you're gonna make a fuck ton of money.
Yeah, I'm done questioning things at this point, man. Destroy all rational thought.
Yeah.
To quote William S. Burroughs.
Who's he?
Great writer, kind of beat generation, abstract, expressionist writer. I wouldn't recommend reading any of his books unless you want to read Junkie. If you want to read another book that'll turn you off of heroin, read Junkie. That's one of the best, most graphic, in-depth, realistic books about a man's plunge into addiction you'll ever read.
Are you worried I'm gonna try heroin?
No, fuck no.
Because I already have.
Ooh, really?
No.
Yeah, I was saying that's what you need to talk about. That's what we really need to talk about. The only reason why people listen to podcasts anymore is just to fucking hear about people doing drugs.
I smoke rocks.
Yeah, yes. If you really want to get real about it. But William S. Burroughs was a lifelong heroin addict who never learned his lesson, got away with murdering his wife in Mexico.
Oh, but he wrote a book about being addicted to heroin?
Yeah, in the 50s.
Okay, that sounds interesting.
It's called Junkie. I can loan it to you. It's pretty short. And then he wrote his real popular book was called Naked Lunch, which is like the weirdest book ever written. It makes no sense. It's so dense, but it's like the ramblings of a fucking madman. And you can open up to any page and start reading it, and it'll make just as much sense as like reading at the beginning. At the beginning, it vaguely has a plot. It's like, you know, that it's about a dude who's like trying to buy heroin, and he ends up getting like caught by cops. So he goes on the run. He goes out west, and then right when the road trip starts, it just descends into chaos. Like, you have no idea. It's like he starts talking about aliens that are raping kids, and then it's about bars in Mexico, and it's in-depth details about like a gelatinous blob that murders people. It's just it's literally like the ramblings of a madman.
Do you think he found heroin and then wrote the rest of the book?
Well, no, he found heroin.
I don't really know how heroin affects people.
He found heroin way before. I don't fucking know, man. Just
I was making a joke, like he got high and wrote the rest of the book.
Well, fuck it. Well, I think he was definitely high.
I don't really know how heroin affects people, because like in TV you just see like everyone just kind of like.
I like what Joey.
I don't know if it's more Xanax or not.
I like what Joey Diaz said about it. He
didn't try heroin, did he?
Yeah, he's done heroin. The way he described it in one fucking Rogan was he said you enter into this state of like Momo-ishness. It's like you ever take a wet shit. Like, I think that's the best description of it. It's like, you ever take a wet shit. So honestly, man, reading Junkie, I think that's one of the best descriptions of it. And then Naked Lunch, I think, gives you an insight into the psyche of someone who's like going through that kind of addiction. But Naked Lunch is like it's a fucking slog. Like, it's one of those books that you open up to a random page, read a bit, and be like, okay, that's interesting, I'm gonna put that away. Junkie's actually cohesive because it's his early book. But William S. Burroughs, he murdered his wife in the 50s, like in Mexico, and he got away with it because Mexican like laws were just really fucking weird at the time, and he managed like to pay his way out of it. And he convinced him that it was an accident because he was trying to do a William Tell stunt. He deadass was trying to like shoot a fucking apple off his wife's head.
Oh, bullshit.
Yeah, exactly. But he got away with it on that. And then and the thing was, like, he literally, like, he's one of those dudes.
This glove don't fit.
And he's one of those dudes who obviously never learned his lesson because he shot heroin his whole life, and he obviously was only surrounded by fucking enablers who thought he was a literary genius, because, well, he kind of was. And he lived to be like 98 and never stopped shooting heroin. He died in Lawrence, Kansas.
LFK.
Yep. But yeah, that's I think that's yeah, I'm really into like the beat generation of writers from the 50s, and he was one of the...
Is the 1950s the beat generation?
Well, really, it started in the 40s because it was all about people coming back from World War II and just being like beat and just wanting to travel across the country and do drugs and fuck women and go crazy.
So it's like they're tired beat, not like.
No, it's like no, dude. That's later. That came with fucking Motown and hip hop. Like
that was like the 70s, 80s.
Yeah, but the beat generation is like it's a literary period that I'm very fascinated with, at least in American literature.
So you just reminded me of something that I texted you about. Michael Jackson, his actual parents being
Diana
Ross and Smokey Robinson.
They do look alike. You know what I mean? They kind of share the eyes.
They look like. So I was reading some video. Or listening to some video or reading something, and it said like there was a lot of shit that happened. Like it could be coincidental, because but like I don't know, a lot of it would make sense because she got pregnant with Michael when she was in high school. She could have
gotten pregnant.
She would have, and then she changed schools. Like she went to a different high school around the time she was conceived, or around the time he would have been conceived.
Okay.
And she was also just sort of like kind of off the radar.
Okay.
I don't remember too many details from it, but the most damning evidence for me was the pictures of them. Like that looks they look so fucking similar.
I don't buy it. Like I don't buy it, dude. The dude. Look at Janet Jackson and all of her other brothers. They look exactly. They look a lot alike, bro. At least when MJ was black.
Janet does, yeah. The rest of them don't look too similar. I forgot about Janet.
All I'm saying is
I don't know, like Michael Jackson and Diana Ross have the same eyes, and then like he has like the rest of his face looks like Smokey Robinson. I remember that when I was doing my own research.
Feel that beat and we can start. Fucking love MJ. Rock with you all night, dude. Like Off the Walls. I think that's one of the greatest fucking albums ever made, bro.
Really?
Oh fuck yeah, man! I'd put that right up there. Like it's like I feel like a lot of his other records, kind of inconsistent. Off the Wall is just fucking nonstop. Like right off the bat, you have Don't Stop Till You Get Enough. Like, and oh my fucking god,
by
bro.
Michael Jackson.
Yeah, dude. Like I'm seriously, like if you're gonna listen to any like Thriller's really good too.
I'm more about the hits with him.
Like you can't just listen to a whole MJ record.
He's
got some pretty corny songs. Just like,
yeah.
Just like anybody. I'm much more of a Prince guy. Like I think Prince is way more consistent in like his individual bodies of work as an artist. But
I like Prince.
Like but I still fuck with MJ. I'm not. I'm aware that like he did some fucked up stuff for those kids. But But just like how I'll talk about reading William S. Burroughs, man, you gotta love the art, not the artist. And I mean I preach that, but also, man, you gotta hold artists accountable. Like you know what I mean? I don't know. I've been going back and forth on this thoughts a lot, because especially just because now that we're really realizing just.
I don't want us to become tolerant of pedophiles.
Yeah, dude. Yeah, exactly.
And I know, I know that like all of the people in power who are pedophiles, they're gonna like really push for like they're gonna try and make it look like a grassroots movement to accept pedophilia.
Honestly, man, I think it's
drafted into the LGBT community.
It's bound to happen. Like once a society reaches its peak level of hedonism and decadence, it always happens. It happened with the Romans. And it's gonna happen to us, man. Like it's happening at the schools. I swear to God, I think a lot of humanities professors are and like just concepts are slowly moving in all these ideologies that are more accepting, especially with all the fucking especially with all the transgender shit that's going on. Because like a lot of humanities professors and psychology professors are moving towards more postmodern ideas of thinking. Like French thinkers like Derrida and Foucault. If you like two very common people, deconstructionist thinkers who basically just created the idea that history is subjective, and that human will is subjective, and that since history is written by the victors, and since everybody's got some fucked up shit going on in their lives, you can't really trust anybody. Therefore, everything's up for grabs. Very dangerous way of thinking. It's like I understand why people would think that, but that's becoming a more common kind of like ideology to get behind.
It's kind of a nihilistic way to look at it.
Yeah, it is. with psychologists. It's very postmodern. And the two biggest proponents of this are Derrida and Foucault, and they're French. And they both died like recently. But if you look at like their history, in terms of stuff they've supported, man, like they've both heavily petitioned to lower the fucking age of consent in France to like 11.
11?
Yeah, dude.
What is the age of consent in France?
Pretty low, but they want it even lower.
Let's Google this.
And like that's all I'll say about that, because I'm no genius. You know, I'm not a professor, and I don't know nothing about what teachers are preaching. But you know, the more we like say, I feel like the more we say we're getting tolerant of like ideas, I feel like the more we move away.
We can't tolerate intolerance.
But you can't tolerate fucking kids. I feel like that's where I draw the line, man. Like
the age of consent in France is 15. That's not low enough for you.
Yeah, but Sam, that's pretty pretty low.
I don't know, man. Okay, well, so like
they partying over there, bro. They partying.
Well, like you've been keeping up with like all of the people who have been to Epstein's Island better than anyone I know.
Yeah, man. Like
so, like
dude,
I really do.
When I found out Matt Groening was on that plane, that broke my fucking heart.
That makes me sad.
But I was not the least bit surprised. Not the fucking least bit surprised, dog.
But that's the thing that I'm worried about. Like all the, you know, like all the shit that like we just fucking sit in our houses and just look at. Like it's made by those people.
Yeah, made by pedophiles.
Yeah, it's made by those people. So yeah, like of course they're gonna try and start some sort of, and they're gonna make it look like it's just normal people who are, oh yeah, like it's okay to fuck kids.
Yep, we're moving.
They're gonna try and normalize it,
and it's gonna start with context. You know what I mean? And it's kind of already started with like the way like. We're kind of like we're low key letting MJ off the hook, and also like
Michael Jackson.
Yeah,
he's dead. He's been dead for 10 years.
Exactly, and that's why because we're glamorizing the past, and also man OJ, because like you know OJ's on Twitter now, and even though like all he
was
does
he
is,
fucking kids? I thought he just killed his
no
wife.
dude, but that's it doesn't like no it doesn't matter. He's probably not fucking kids, but he killed his wife. You know what I mean? He killed his wife.
Yeah.
He got away with it. He beat the legal system with a lot of money, and now he's fucking just walking the streets and talking about fantasy football on Twitter, but because of that. Now that he has a platform like everybody else, like he has a lot of followers and he's got a lot more sympathetic people. Like people actually comment on his shit now. Man, OJ's like actually a good guy. I actually like OJ Simpson now.
I don't care that he killed that person.
At the beginning, everybody was pissed. People would send him pictures of like the crime scenes every fucking day.
I don't know, man.
But now,
where do you draw the line? Like, at what point does someone not deserve a second chance?
Hello, Twitter world.
Is that what he tweeted?
He opens all of his videos being like, "Hello, Twitter world," and he ends all of them going, "Thank you and God bless." Yeah, man, the juice, bro.
The juice.
Also, another funny story at the place I was working at earlier this summer. There was this little diner that was around the place. It was like a sports diner. And the guy that owned the place had all these like pictures of like Joe Montana and Bo Jackson, all these old KC
it's
sports.
Pronounced Joe Montana.
But he had pictures of him and all these like KC sports people, and right there at the front, it's a big picture of him with the juice. like it looks like it's like from the '90s. Him and a couple people with right there with OJ, just like smiling like a motherfucker.
I think OJ is a big part of the reason they brought the Bronco back.
The Bronco, dude. The Bronco is a lit car. Like, even if it's not fucking known for AC fucking driving OJ down that road.
Fucking everyone our age knows. Like when you hear Bronco, you're like, oh yeah, the OJ car.
Honestly, man, I drive a Bronco. I'm trying to get an SUV, and like the Bronco's a lit. That shit was cool. I think Action Bronson actually like named one of his albums "White Bronco."
Fuck Action Bronson.
Yo. I make pastrami. You don't like Action Bronson?
Not really.
He's got some good songs.
He has one song I like that has Chance the Rapper on it.
Which one?
I don't know, but like Chance is just like he's just like talking. It's supposed to be about like he's like breaking up with some girl and it like goes really bad.
Dude, is that the one? Is that the one?
I only like Chance's verse.
Is that the one on Acid Rap?
No, it's
because the one on Acid Rap, his verse
an action.
is like
it's an action. It's an Action Bronson song, but Chance is on it.
I'll find it. And I'm like, I like him as
It's
a
like, I hope you get a
personality.
paper cut. I hope you like.
That's such an
Like
action
he's just
line.
like,
It's like that
no
kind of passive
no
aggressive
that's
shit.
that's all Chance's verse. Action Bron's like,
Alright.
why you getting bitch?
Okay. Dude, I like his personality though, man. Like he's funny on podcasts.
Is he?
Yeah, dude, watch him on Joey Diaz. Dude,
Doey GS.
that's like the funniest shit ever because it's great because like on Joey Diaz's podcast he just fucking tortures his engineer by like just
Yeah,
by,
just,
like,
he just
yeah,
makes him get high as shit.
yeah, exactly. And but like the thing is like Joey and Action kind of bond because like it kind of
That's how
shows
they both are.
yeah, because like here's the thing. There's like one scene where Joey's like, Lee, eat another star to balance you out. And then like right after that gets done, Action's like, I want to eat another star. That shit's fucking delicious. And then he like looks off camera and he goes, hey Marky, you gonna eat another one of these stars? He's like, you better eat this star. Don't fucking half chew it. You think I don't know that trick? I made like it just they both got fucking just people that work for him that they just like fucking just torture and like I think that was pretty funny. Just don't fake eat it. Don't eat half of it. I know that trick.
Jesus Christ.
But in terms, I ain't listen no more Action Bronson. I have been like, I keep up on I try to keep up on music I like. I've been listening to a lot of Freddie Gibbs. I'd say Freddie Gibbs is probably my favorite MC right now, and Smino. Like I can't get enough fucking Smino. And
I have some vibraphone mallets, not Freddie Gibbs, but they're I think Terry Gibb.
Terry Gibb. Okay,
Terry Gibbs.
There's
Never
no way
mind.
Freddie Gibbs is gonna be making fucking xylophone mallets, bro. Also, The Clash. I know we talk. I started listening to The Clash, man. London Calling. That shit's so hard. Oh fuck! You been listening to anything new?
Let me go through my Spotify. I mean, like not like it's new to me, but not.
That's new. Come on, man. It's 2020. Like, there's so much music out there. Like.
Been listening to the Tony Hawk Project 8 soundtrack a lot.
Dude, I had that game. That actually probably had some good shit on there. Probably it's like some ska. That probably had some cool shit on there.
Yeah, I've been listening to that a lot. There's this band that I found. They're from Kansas City, and it's like this. They're called Period Bomb. It's 3 people. It's like an all.
Dude, fucking
it's like an
gross.
all female. No man,
Period Bomb and
it's
their chicks.
it's fucking like the music's pretty good. They have this one song called Placenta Agenda.
Oh, God damn it!
It's pretty.
I'm gonna fucking throw up.
It's
Period
pretty.
Bomb.
It's pretty fucking funny. I'm gonna play this for
Bomb.
you.
Play it for me after the fucking show. I don't want to fucking hear this.
No, this is a pretty good song. They're also from Kansas City. I probably should have mentioned that.
All right, not bad.
Hang on, here we go. Kind of sounds like Rock Lobster.
I'm just glad that they at least like get some at least get some rocks. I'm glad it's not just a indie thing because like if your name's gonna be that hardcore, you better try to be hard.
Oh yeah, definitely. I don't know. It's just like kind of like female punk rock.
No, I can get behind some female punk rock. I love the Slits. I love Joan Jett. So like
Slits.
Slits are fire, bro. You want to talk about classic? You want to talk about classic punk? Dude,
That's such a funny name. Oh my god.
Yeah, dude, the Slits and their album art was just like fucking like powerful. So like I can get behind like female punk or hard rock or whatever the fuck, but it's just like you just gotta mean it. You know what I mean? You gotta mean it. And,
no, like I don't know. It's
Period Bomb, bro.
I would give that album a listen, honestly. Like they have another song on there, or what? I'm not gonna play it, but or what's it called?
Yeah, I was like, what kind of they
So-
title their songs?
Social. I don't know how to say this word. It's
Let's
gonna
see.
embarrass me. It's spelled nice ties, niceties.
What the fuck, social niceties?
Sure. That is an interesting song because it has a bunch of like machine and like drill sounds going in the back, and then it's just like, and then like the like all the lyrics like it's just like making like small talk, just like
I can
oh
get-
like
I can
how
get-
was
I
your
can get
weekend? It's I don't know. It's
I can get behind it. I
it's
gotta.
it's a good concept.
I gotta.
think.
I guess gotta. And you know, I gotta at least give them some credit. You know what I mean? They're from the city, and they're like, you know, gotta show love to the hometown, and you know, they're actually doing it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, exactly.
They're actually doing it, so I can't hate. I can't be a hater, dude. I'm so ready.
Makes me need to actually do something.
I'm so ready to play some basketball.
Let's do it.